Whenever you think about sustainability, you need to set some boundaries. When you do research, you have some boundaries because you will never be able to maybe capture everything and it's just too complicated. Sustainability is complex and complicated and you can have solutions, but you might think none of them is the best one anyways. One is maybe tackling something like, I'll give you an example. There is a packaging, again, alternative packaging that is supposed to be more sustainable. It dissolves in water. However, the virgin product that it's made out of, it's still the same as your fossil fuel base. So essentially, It doesn't remove that element, but it does prevent the wildlife choking on plastic. So there's lots of things and factors you have to think about. As a sustainability person, if you're making decisions for the company or personally, you need to think about what's the most important thing for me, because maybe there is not the best solution right now. There is not only one solution that solves all of this, not at the moment. I think that's the case for a lot of these things that we see and innovations that we see. A lot of them could have also negative impacts. Besides, we think we're solving one problem, but we're actually creating another. For instance, you could be having this, again, I'm gonna take the same example, the same packaging. Now you start producing everything out of this material, but this material is composed of some chemicals, and you start putting them into the environment. We have not tested and we don't have enough data to know what these different components now will cause to the biodiversity or the natural cycles. We just don't have that knowledge because everything triggers something. That's the law of sustainability anyways. There is a system and that system has responses and feedback loops and all that, same as climate change. That's why I say it's really difficult to say what is sustainable. So I would say we have the obligation to do the due diligence, of course. I think partnerships, nonprofit organizations, we should leverage all that, work with universities and understand what is the latest science on that. But then finally, we have to make some decision. When we make a decision, and if it's not a perfect decision, we have to communicate the boundaries of the decision.